Just grounding down through the feet in Tadasana, lining the arms along the sides of the body. Take the weight of the body forward so you can even just play around a bit with lifting the heels, getting just a bit of a bounce. Playing with the weight between the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound. Evening the pressure out and move the heels down. Tone the thighs, lifting the pelvic floor. Tone the low belly. Initiate that tiny cat round, drawing the bottom of the rib cage in. From there, lifting the heart up, taking the head of the arm bones back, lifting the chin a bit. Tone the arms. In honor of the full moon, we'll do a few moon salutations as our warm-up. On the inhale, take the arms up, lengthening up. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling to fold. Bend the knees. Step the right leg way back. Drop the knee to the floor. On the inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Just holding a bit into Anjaneyasana. Full breath in. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Take the left knee back to meet the right knee. Move the hands and just move through a few cat-cows. Inhale, lifting up through the heart, chest, and chin. Exhale, round. Just starting to bring the movement through the body. Rajas, fire and air. Heat and motion through the spine. The next time you're going to the cat rounded position, point the toes, press it back for child's pose. Give the arms a good stretch forward. On the next inhale, come right back up, tabletop, stepping the right foot forward. Lunge a bit forward. Take the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Step the back foot forward, coming into forward fold. Bend the knees. On your inhale, roll it up. As the heart comes up, take the arms up. Lengthen up. Exhale, gentle curl back. Inhaling up center, exhaling to fold. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling to fold. Bend the knees. This time, take the left foot way back. Drop the knee to the floor. On the inhale, take the arms up overhead. Give a gentle curl back. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. This time, take the right leg straight back behind you. Ball the foot on the floor. Cross it over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Bring it back, tabletop. Extend the left leg back. Cross it over the right side, looking over the right shoulder. Bring it back, tabletop. Point the toes, take it back, child's pose. Stretching the arms a bit forward, forehead down to the floor. On the next inhale, coming right back up, tabletop. Stepping the left foot forward, lunge forward, take the arms up, little curl back. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands down. Step the back foot forward, coming into forward fold, bend the knees. Let the head hang heavy. On the inhale, roll it on up. As the heart comes up, take the arms up, lengthen up, curl back. Inhale up straight, exhale, fold forward. Keeping the legs straight, bending if needed. Inhale halfway up to a nice straight flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, step the right leg way back. Drop the knee to the floor. Inhale the arms up for Anjaneyasana, curling back. Full breath in. On your exhale, the right hand comes down, twisting open to the left. Left arm straight up to the sky. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring it on down. Scooching that left knee back to meet the right knee. Press it back to child's pose. On the next inhale, coming right back up. The right foot comes forward. Inhale the arms up. Gentle curl back. Full breath in. On the exhale, the left hand comes down for the twist. Right arm stays up, gazing up. Full breath in. On the exhale, the right hand comes down. Step it forward to the top of the mat. Folding forward. Straighten the knees if that's working for you, or keeping the minor a bit bent. Lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight up, tall mountain. Reach the arms right up. Give a gentle curl back. Inhaling up center. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step the left leg way back. Drop the knee to the floor. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. You can just place both hands on the right leg and look over the right shoulder so there's not too much of a twist in the trunk. Or take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, intensifying the twist just a bit. Breathing into it, holding steady. On the next inhale, stretch both arms up overhead. On the exhale, bring them on down to frame the front foot. Slide the right leg straight back with the hands above the foot on the floor. Cross it over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Press out through the right heel. On your next inhale, bring it back tabletop. Press it back, child's pose. Nice stretch of the arms forward. Or maybe now start to experiment with reaching the arms back behind you, letting the head of the arm bones get heavy into gravity, forehead to the floor. On the next inhale, make your way back up tabletop, stepping your left foot forward. On the inhale, take the arms up overhead. Just a gentle curl back. Bring the hands either in front of the heart or just lay them on that left leg. Pulling that low belly in, taking the chin to the left shoulder, or intensifying the twist a bit by taking the right elbow outside the knee, hands to the heart. Breathing into it. On the next inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. On the exhale, bring it on down, framing the front foot. Scooch the left foot straight back behind you. Cross it over the right foot and look over the right shoulder. Bring it back tabletop, press it back child's pose. Inhale, bringing the shoulders over the wrists and then in front of the wrists, lowering down to the belly. Point the toes, lift the legs, press your palms down into the floor, traction them back and in, draw the head of the arm bones back, and then press your elbows away from the midline. And draw the hands and the shoulder blades towards the midline. Pull the belly in, activating a little bit of a cat round as you lift the heart and legs. Lower the legs, press it up and back, child's pose. Breathing into the back of the body. On your inhale, bring it back up towards tabletop. Keep the legs together, bring the shoulders forward, lower back down to the belly. Extend the arms back behind you, palms up, and lift up for locust pose. Pull the belly in. Keep a bit of a cat round action happening as the arms and legs lift up. It's breathing into it. Holding steady. Set the hands to frame the heart. Press it up and back, child's pose. On your inhale, come up through tabletop, step the left foot forward, sweep the arms up overhead, give a gentle curl back. Inhale up, center, exhale, hands reach forward, step the back foot forward, coming into a forward fold with the knees bent. Hammock your hands in opposite elbow creases and let the torso hang nice and heavy. Release the arms. On your inhale, roll it on up. Reaching the arms up overhead. On the exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Turn and face the length of your mat in a wide straddle leg position. Turn the right foot 45 degrees so the toes point to the back of the mat. Bend into the knee and come up, warrior two. Gazing over the right middle finger. Powering up the legs. Push down to the front heel. Feel the inside of that, the bent knee side, the adductor muscles really activating. Feel the weight of the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound. The heel drives straight down. Drop the left arm, reach the right arm up and curl back, reverse warrior. On the inhale, come back, warrior two. Take both hands to the right thigh. Look over the right shoulder. Pressing your left hip crease back, the right bum kind of curls under and moves forward as the left bum sticks out and goes back. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly tones. Keep the back leg strong. Fold the body over the right leg. Set the hands to frame the front foot and straighten the leg. Lift the heart forward, chin is up. Just breathing into it. Keep the left thigh nice and strong. Push down through the right heel. Tone the right thigh muscles as if you're lifting your right hip crease up and back as you push your right heel down and forward. Bend back into the right leg. On your inhale, cartwheel the arms up to warrior two. Pivot the right foot in, hands to the hips. Just holding steady, breathing into it. Turn the left foot, toes face the short end of your mat, bend into the knee. Bring the arms out, warrior two, gazing over that left middle finger, and then feel the root of the front foot, the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, then the heel driving down. Back legs powered up. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly tones. The pec muscles draw away from the sternum as the bottom of the rib cage tucks in. Just gazing over that left middle finger. Take the right arm down, left arm up. Curl back just a bit for a reverse warrior. Radiant warrior, another word, name for it. Powering up the back leg, pushing down to the front heel, lifting through the pelvic floor. On the next inhale, come back into that warrior two pose. Bring both hands to the left thigh, look over the left shoulder. Keep the right hip crease pushing back. Left knee goes forward, left heel goes down. Legs power up. Fold over the left leg, reach the hands to frame around the ankle and straighten into the left leg. Keep the legs powered up. The left heel pushes forward, the left hip crease pulls up and back. The right hip bone comes forward, the heart lifts like a little cobra action, the chin is forward, and there's a bend right at the waist. Bend back into the left knee. Power up the legs on the inhale. Bring the arms up, hands to the hips. Left foot turns in. Samastiti. Bring the feet together, hands to the heart. Standing inertia. Closing the eyes, being with the breath. Release the arms. Just give it just a gentle little shake. Shake out the arms. Just getting those liquid systems of the body. Just a little shake. Shake it up. And hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Just being with the energy. Balancing into your right leg, bring the left knee up, catch it with your hands. Just find power in that right leg. And then once the right leg is powered up, press the knee and the hands together. Flex the left foot. As if you're trying to push your left foot down and you're drawing the knee in towards the pelvis. Lifting up through the heart, looking up. Just finding a balance. You can stay right here or set that left foot somewhere in tree pose. It can go high on the inner thigh. It can cross the hip crease. It can relax to the floor. Just building an energy for your tree pose. Then bring the hands to the heart. Press the thumbs and the sternum together. Keep the bottom of your rib cage coming in. Top of the heart, lifting up, looking up, extending arms up. Just finding your balance and your steadiness in tree pose. Powering up the standing leg. It's okay to sway. Trees sway in the forest. They sway in the wind. Take the gaze to the floor. Take the right arm down, the outside of the right leg, lift the left arm straight up and arc up and over to the right, reaching the right fingertips to the floor. Left fingertips go up and over to the right side, bicep by the ear. Just finding the balance. Life on life's terms is just how we move through our journey. The ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. On your inhale, bring it on up center. Hands to the heart, releasing the left leg. Shake out the standing leg. Just standing in Tadasana, Samasthiti. Balancing into the left foot. Bring the right knee up, catch it with the interlaced hands. Start to really power up the standing leg and feel how it helps you stabilize the torso. Then the knee and the hand push into each other. Right heel pushes down, right toes curl up. Pelvic floor lifts, low belly tones, little cobra action at the heart. Looking up, just finding a steadiness in that standing leg. Keep powering it up. Each inhale, bring a little more energized muscle action into that left leg. You can stay right here or start to take it into your tree pose, wherever your foot goes most comfortably, most supportively. Hands come to the heart. Press the thumbs and the sternum together. Push the foot and the leg together. Still keeping a lot of muscle action in that standing leg style. Look up. On the inhale, take the arms up. Reaching up. Allowing the sway a bit. Just the muscles working it out. The breath making its way through the pose. Take the gaze to the floor. The left arm comes down, right arm goes straight up. Arc up and over to the left fingertips reach for the floor. The left, the ceiling and the wall meet, lifting through the pelvic floor. The right hip pushes to the right. The left thigh is strong and steady. Trying to create length on that left side. Even though we're arcing into it, still try to keep that left side of the rib cage lifting. As the arm reaches to the floor, the armpit lifts up. Inhale up center, hands to the heart. Release the right leg and kick out the left. And then just standing, Samasthiti. A little bit of inertia. But still, when we try to take this stance of non-movement, stillness, there's so much energy still vibrating through the body. Release the arms, give it that little shake, little sacred shake. And Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up overhead, lengthen up. On the exhale, come on down, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Just finding kind of a nice, easy place for yourself in forward fold. Maybe bending the knees, maybe separating the feet. Hips distance or mass distance. See what feels nice for your body. Keep that little cobra action in the heart. as you ignite a cat round in the low back, letting the body just come to a nice natural, there's an edge here that we're looking to meet, an edge in the pose, just to comfortably say hello to the edge. Let the head hang heavy. Where is the edge for you in the back? If you're feeling an edge in the low back, lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly, and tone the bum. If you're feeling it behind the knees, at the hamstring and calf muscle attachment crossing, maybe bend the knees a bit. Each inhale, invite yourself to shift the edge by more muscle energy, more drawn to the midline, more filling up through the pelvic floor and the low belly. Bend the knees deeply, soften into the pose, round the back, tuck the chin towards the chest, and start to roll it on up. As the heart comes up, reach the arms up, lengthen up, curl back a bit. Inhale, center, keep the arms up over the head and just see that rising up to the tip toes. Holding steady, just finding a balancing pose, a drishti spot right out in front. Just letting the body will work it out. If there's pain or cramping, come out. Maybe you'll work one tippy toe with the one heel down and bending the other knee, and then switching sides, or maybe experimenting with the heels up and the arms reaching a little cherry picking dance. Just teaching the weight to go to the ball of the foot, the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound and across, all of those little toe pads. And bring it down, Samasthiti. Hands to the heart. Just curl the right toes under and back. Curl the left toes under and back. And just going a bit side to side, just working the digits of the toes a bit. Just bringing some pliability to the tenderness attachments. And bringing it back, stillness. On the inhale, take the arms up overhead, lengthen up on the exhale, fold forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhaling to fold. Bend the knees, step the right leg way back, drop the knee to the floor, take the left knee back to meet it, bring the shoulders forward and lower down onto the belly. Take the left arm out for half T and roll over to the left side, float the right arm up, squeeze the legs together and maybe lift them up, or maybe just that right leg up. Looking up at that top hand, holding steady, breathing into it. Inhale back towards the belly, line the hands to frame the heart, press the heart forward and up for a cobra pose, and stretch the right arm over to the side. Flip on over to the right side, lifting the head, squeeze the legs together, the left arm can float up, maybe both legs lift, maybe left leg up. Whatever your body feels like is most beneficial for you. Looking up at that top hand, there might be some kind of swaying here too. On the inhale, come onto the belly. Make a little pillow, one hand on top of the other. Give the body a little etch-a-sketch shake. Line the hands to frame the heart, tuck the toes, press it up and back, tabletop. Bringing your left foot forward. Turn the foot 45 degrees to the right. Root down through the right hand. Kick the left heel to the butt. Take the left hand back for the thigh stretch. No need to twist open here. You can keep your heart and the front of your torso facing the floor. Create a little cobra action in the heart. Just getting a little bit of a dynamic stretch for the top of the right thigh. And actually the whole thigh. But if you want, you can open up a little twist here. Taking your chin to the left shoulder, heart to face the ceiling. Just see how you're feeling. There's no need to twist here. You can just keep a nice cat round in the low back, a little cobra action in the heart. And the foot goes a bit to the left, just giving the tensor fascia lata muscle on that left leg a bit of a stretch there. Just see what best works for your body. Release the back foot. Root both hands to the inside of the left foot. Bring your right knee right under the right hip. Press the floor down with both hands and kick your left leg straight back and up. Turn the toes to face to the left, and the left arm can go up. The right foot can kick a bit to the right like a kickstand. You can tuck the toes or point them. Left arm goes straight up. Drop your left foot to the floor. Stretch your left arm forward. Press the pelvis up. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale it back out. Exhaling it in. Inhaling it out. Exhaling it in. This time as you exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze them together and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the inhale, extend it out. Exhale it in, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the inhale, extend it out. Exhale it in, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. This time we're going to hold the extension. Reaching the left arm forward, left foot presses down. Look at your right hand and imagine your left fingertips with a nice straight left elbow pressing to the floor about 2 feet in front of your right hand, really reaching for it. Pressing the pinky side of your left foot down, really engaging your inner thighs. Start to push your left big toenail down. And come on down, tabletop. Take the shoulders forward, lower to the belly. Make a little pillow, one hand on top of the other, and give the pelvis a gentle shape. Bringing it to stillness, Samasthiti. Feel the vibration of energy in your body. A little bit more dynamic energy through the left side, maybe. Line the hands to frame the heart. Press it up, tabletop. Bring your right foot forward. Spin the foot 45 degrees. Root the left hand. Kick the left heel to the butt. Maybe you can just reach back for that foot. The foot kicks a bit to the right. So there's a little bit more of a different type of a stretch into that left thigh. You can keep the heart, the navel, and the eyes facing the floor. Or maybe twist it open. Just doing what works for your body. You can do an altogether different thigh stretch if it's better for your body. Wherever we are, there's a little bit of a cat round and a little bit of a cobra action meeting. Even if there's no twist, and even if there is a twist, still those actions have a nice tensegrity. They support one another. As they root against each other, they're actually supporting one another in supporting the spine. All right, release the left leg. Bring both hands to the inside of the right leg. Push the floor down with your hands. Bring your left knee underneath its hip and kick that right. Goes down to the floor. The right arm goes straight up and lift the right leg. Holding steady, just a modified side plank. Stretching the right foot down to the floor again. Stretch the right arm forward. Full breath in. On the exhale, elbow and knee come together. Inhaling it out. Exhaling it in. You can kick your left foot a bit to the left, like a little kickstand, as you move the elbow and knee together on the exhale. Inhaling it out. This time on the exhale, we're going to hold. Press the elbow and knee together. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the inhale, extend it out. Exhale it in. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the inhale, extend it out. One more time. Hold them together. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the inhale, extend out, and we'll hold into the stretch. Set the right foot on the floor. The right arm stretches, bicep by the ear. Look at your left hand. Imagine with a straight right arm, the fingertips coming to the floor about 2 feet in front of your left hand. Push the pinky side of your right leg down the right foot into the floor, tone the inner thighs, and then push the big toenail down. Breathing into it, lengthening that right side body. Full breath in. On the exhale, make your way tabletop. Scooch the knees back. Bring the shoulder girdle way forward of your fingers and lower on down. Make a little pillow. Give it a little shake. That little Etch-a-Sketch shake. Bring your arms along the sides of your body. Setting the right arm underneath the right thigh, laying on top of it. Then bring your left arm underneath the thigh. Palms are down. Chin is on the mat. Press your palms down. The chin doesn't press into the floor, it's just resting on the floor. Power up your right leg and lift the leg. Push the leg away from you as you lift it up. Just breathing into it. Press your palms, all the finger pads down, the knuckle mounds down. Right leg is up. Slowly lower the right leg. Let it go into gravity. Power up the left leg. Point the toes out of, like you're bringing the leg out of the socket and lift it up. Keep pointing the toes, reaching the foot away from you. Chin is soft on the mat. Palms press down. Even your pinky mount at the base, at the palm, the base of the finger presses into the floor and lower down. Turn your nose down to the mat a bit. Squeeze both legs together. Lift the pelvic floor. Get a cat round in your low back and push the pelvis down. Lift the legs. Nose is touching the mat. Keep pushing your toes away from you. Pull the belly in. Think cat round. Full breath in. Exhale. Lower down. Scooch those arms on down. Turn a cheek to the mat. Wiggle the fingers. See if you can just stretch your arms into a more comfortable place out to the side or forward. Make a pillow, one hand on top of the other. Rest the forehead down. Give your pelvis a little shake. Actually, take your legs wide, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs a bit. Bring the inside arch of your feet together, just resting into them. Take another 10-second rest here. Some poses are most beneficial if you do them twice. So we're going to do that one twice. Bring the legs together. Extend the legs back. Bringing the right arm underneath so your hands are under your thighs, elbow under your belly if you can. Feel free to modify however you need to. The left arm goes under. This is where tennis elbow, shoulder tendonitis, wrist tendonitis. All right, chin is on the mat first. Lift the pelvic floor, turn the low belly, press your pelvis down. Point the right toes, stretch the leg out and lift it up. Press the palms down. It's a better conditioning for the back hip hikers and the back of the core if we first do one leg at a time. Release that leg down. Point the left toes, reach it out, lift that leg up. Just so that each system of the side of the muscle system taps into its own power and strength. That way when we do it together, they work better together. Bring that leg down. Now the nose goes down to protect the neck. Squeeze the legs together, lift the pelvic floor. Think cat round. Then really lift the pelvic floor, turn the low belly. Think cobra action. On your inhale, lift the legs up. Palms down. Nose down. Breathing into it and lower down. Oh yeah. Bring the arms out. Turn your cheek to the other side. Take a breath. Start to move the arms, bringing them either to the sides or straight in front. Make a pillow, one hand on top of the other. Rest the forehead down. Give it a little shake. And bring the hands along the sides of the heart. Press up and back to a wide knee child's pose. Setting the knees nice and wide. Bring the big toes together. You can make a 1 potato, 2 potato pillow here for your forehead, just to give yourself a little bit more space for the neck. Maybe the forehead comes to the floor and the arms go forward. On your inhale, come on forward up into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift through the pelvic floor. Get a little cat round. Holding into the cat round, start to bring the cow pose in, lifting the heart, chest, and chin. The back muscles contract. The cat round starts to disappear, but keep trying to activate it. On your next inhale, go ahead to cat round. We're going to reverse the breath. Inhaling cat round. Exhaling cow pose. And we're going to add lion pose. So inhaling to cat round. As you exhale and bring the chin forward, stick your tongue out, roll your eyes to the top of your head and give it a good hot breath. Inhaling cat round. Exhaling lion. Let's just do like 500 more. Just kidding. Coming back into child's pose. This time we'll just add a little bit of a back of the arm stretch. So bring your right arm behind your left arm. If you're not doing twisting, just kind of start to reach the arms away from each other. The right arm will go a bit diagonally left, and the left arm goes straight forward, crossing at the elbows and just looking over the right shoulder. Sitting the pelvis back, keeping a cat round in the back body. But if you're okay with the twists, reach the right arm really over to the left. Turn the palm up and bring the right ear down. Left hand can walk across the front of your mat over to the right. Then just breathing into the twist. Finding a bit of an edge here, an awkwardness, but a comfortable awkwardness. One that keeps the breath moving steadily through. The inhale and the exhale, there might be a bit of more focus needed for the breath, but it should be moving through the pose easily. If the breath is not moving easily through the body, back out a bit. On your next inhale, just make your way up to a just seated pose, hands to the legs, pulling the belly in, lifting the heart up, head of the arm bones back, sides of the neck back, chin up, and hands just resting. And then just breathing into just a nice neutral back. And bringing it forward again. This time, the right arm will go forward. The left arm can just reach behind the arm diagonally to the right, keeping the torso from twisting, but still getting the lat muscle a bit stretched. Or taking the deeper to the right, palm up, right hand, when the head comes down, the right hand can walk a bit to the left, finding a nice, steady, rhythmic breath here. Finding a bit of the awkward edge, but the breath should move freely through the pose, in and out through the nose. On the inhale, start to make your way back up to just that neutral torso, sitting upright, drawing the navel in, the heart goes up, arm bones back, sides, neck back, chin up, and arms just resting. Rise up to a kneeling standing position, bring the knees hips distance, tuck the toes, hands come behind the heart, and draw the shoulder blades towards each other, just countering the The reach or the twist we did in child's pose, we're going to now bring those lat muscles into a nice strong activity coming in towards the back body. We're going to use the arm bones coming back, lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly, and then press your pelvis and hands into each other. You'll feel the lats secure in their attachments to that lower back body, the thoracolumbar, aponeurosa. Lift the heart, look up. And really, that's really the counter pose right there. You can stay right there, or maybe deepen into a camel pose, back bend, reaching for the heels, heart goes up, head can go back. On the inhale, coming up through the center, setting the hands on the floor. Take the left knee back a bit and slide your right knee forward for a pigeon prep. And if there's any issues with the knees, you can lay on your back for a supine pigeon prep. That feels nicer. Extending the leg back. Once the left leg is set, squeeze the knees together. Feel the pelvis kind of rise up. Lift the pelvic floor. Get a little cat round in your low back. Push down through the hands so it will help facilitate that cat round. Tuck the chin. And then really holding energy in the legs. Start to lift the heart forward. Lift the chin, come down onto the forearms. Squeezing the knees asymmetrically together. Lifting the pelvic floor, toning the low belly. Keeping the cat round action happening, but then adding that contraction of the back muscles, those long muscles, the paraspinals, by just lifting the heart forward and lifting the chin. Traction your forearms towards your body. Just getting that right IT band opened a bit. And come on up to the palms. Tuck the back toes, press the floor down with the hands, and come up and back to downward dog. Pressing the heels to the floor, the butt to the ceiling, the head hangs between the arms, the heart energy goes forward, the bottom of the rib cage comes in, the butt sticks up, the hands push down and forward, the arm bones draw, the forearm from the wrist to the elbow draw in, the armpits go out, the shoulder blades go in. All of these different dynamic tensegrities, energies opposing one another, actually supporting the structural alignment of the body in their opposition. Come up to the tiptoes. On the inhale, bring the knees to the floor. Sliding the left knee forward, right leg reaches back. Once the right leg's back, squeeze the knees asymmetrically together so the pelvis lifts up. The pelvic floor lifts, low belly toes. Then push down through the floor with your hands as you invite that cat down, tuck the chin. And then move through that cobra action of the heart. Lifting the chin, coming down onto the forearms. Traction your forearms towards your body. Squeeze your knees asymmetrically together. Keep trying to activate that cat round in the low back as the cobra action ignites in the heart. The back leg might want to kind of deviate from its direction. Squeeze it forward. You can even pinch the right thumb to keep the leg actively aligned and drawing forward. Finding a steady breath in all the action. On your inhale, come on up to the palms. Press down through the palms, tuck the back toes, and take it up and back, downward dog. A nice, strong, steady downward dog. Heels down, butt up, arms down and forward and in. Armpits up and out, shoulder blades in. Head drops between the arms. Come up onto the tiptoes on your inhale. Bring the knees back to the floor. Come back up to a kneeling standing position. Take the knees a bit wide, but keep your toes pointed. Hips distance apart. Hands to the low back. Press your butt back. And then use your hands. The bones, the pelvic bones and the thighs go forward. But think about your hip creases Still trying to go back as you take the bones forward, heart up, look up. Traction your shin bones towards each other. Lifting the pelvic floor, tone the low belly. If you'd like to go for the heels, it's a little bit of a deeper back bend. Feeling free to say yes or no. Life on life's terms is a bunch of different choices of yes and no's. Sometimes life is saying yes, we want to say no, but life says yes anyway, and vice versa. Bring it on up. Keeping the knees wide, bring the big toes together, and just have a seat on your heels. That's coming into a nice neutral back. Bring the hands forward onto the knees. Scooch the knees together. The hands come on the knees. Straighten the elbows. We'll add a little Kapalabhati breath here. So as if you're blowing out a candle. We'll do 2 rounds of 30. All right, so just start like you're blowing out a candle without taking a deep breath in. Just with a natural breath, and begin. And relax into it. One more round. Power it up. Put the toenails down, lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly, lift the heart, press the hands down just a bit, elbows, the inner eye of the elbow turns in and forward, and begin. And relax into it. Scooch over one side of your heels, bring the legs straight out in front, bend the knees together, lift up through the heart, get a nice kind of Tadasana torso, and then maybe even a little bit more extra cobra action as you lift the chin, bring the arm bones back, lean back, keep the sits bones down, the sacral bone is up, the arms stretch forward, lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly. If you want to go full boat, you can lift the heels and straighten the legs. I'm going to be a little nice to myself today on my hip flexors, but just holding steady into boat. Feel free to bring your hands behind the hamstrings if you want to lift the legs. Just holding steady. All right, release the heels if the legs are up. Round through the back and come on down to the back. Keeping the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall out to the side. First, with the feet kind of far away from the pelvis, squeeze the shoulder blades a bit together. Just opening up that inner thigh where it meets the hip crease at the groin area. Just feeling it opening. Bring the knees together. Set the feet for bridge pulls, about hips distance or max distance apart, and lift your pelvis up. Walk the shoulders under. Just finding a bridge pose that is comfortable for you. Pressing down through the back of the arms so you feel between the shoulder blades ignite. Even your head, the chin comes away from the chest a bit and the head presses down. So your neck, the bones of the neck supported by their muscle action. The heels push down. The pinky toenail pushes down, and the big toenail pushes down. Imagine a block between your shins, and you're just squeezing into it, holding it up. As you squeeze the shins together, let the hip creases get soft. The bottom will drop a bit. And then pushing down through your feet, the back of the arms, begin to lift the pelvic floor and tone the low belly. You'll feel you can lift your pelvis up a bit higher without pinching the bum muscles. Just holding into it, just creating this form of bridge in the body, but really connecting it psychologically and emotionally to life on life's terms, where we come to a gap where we need a bridge to cross over to the other side. Sometimes our belief systems create these big holes, and a higher energy of our own mind can come in and bridge the gap. with another mindset, another aspect of our own eternal mindset can come in, create bridges for us to cross. Start to bring the pelvis down. Relax the shoulders. Extend the legs long. And rest into it. Throughout the history of mankind on the planet, there have been many, many times where a higher energy had to come in and create bridges, again, between cultures and other people's belief systems. Whenever we need a bridge to cross over something we're having difficulty with, you can just ask. Bend the knees again, setting the feet hips distance or max distance. Grab the sides of your mat and give a little squeeze into the mat and pull it out like you're trying to lengthen it side to side. Lift the rib cage up just to get the shoulder blades together. Once the shoulder blades come in, think cat round and lift the pelvis up. Building all of those points of foundation, feet pushing down, back of the arms pushing down, and even the head gently pushes down, softening the hip creases, but lifting the pelvic floor and toning the low belly. Feeling the back body getting strong, reconditioning itself. The bridge also can go over some troubled waters. Sometimes people's thought systems are so not in line with ours. And they'll never ever merge or compromise. Just make a bridge over the troubled waters and bring the pelvis down. Relax the shoulders out. Lengthen through the knees, bringing the legs straight out. Laying into it. On your inhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Grab hold of the front of the knee. Just gently draw it towards your right shoulder. Just ever so gently. And then kind of surrender into it. The knee might be falling more to the right. That's okay, but still interlacing the hands. Letting gravity, just surrendering to gravity here. On the inhale, bring the knee more center. Start to just circle the femur bone in the socket. Just kind of stirring the femur head inside the socket like you would stir a spoon inside a cup of tea, just gently. Start to take it in the other direction. Bring it to stillness. Keep hold of the knee and just start to circle the ankle. Noticing what's happening in the back body or in the right hip socket. Just notice how when we start to slow things down, there's still some kinesthetic vibration happening. Start to circle the ankle the other way. Something might feel like it's kind of locking up, or something might feel like it's unwinding. Just pay attention to the communication of the body. Set the right foot on the floor. Scoot your foot so it's in line with your left knee, and just drop the right knee towards the left. Open the arms out to a cactus or a T. Just with your right leg falling into the midline, foot flat on the floor, so it's not going to touch the left leg. It's just kind of knocking the right knee in and kick it out straight onto the floor. Just feel the energy between the right and left back of the pelvis. On the next inhale, bring the left knee in, grab hold of it, interlacing your hands around the knee. Give it a little pull towards the shoulder. And then let gravity take over. Just surrender into that natural embrace of life. Gravity holds us in a little embrace to the earth. Just allowing a nice natural stretch to come to the leg. Noticing any unwinding, or maybe there's that hint of a cramp somewhere because the room might be a little chilly on the floor. On your inhale, bring the knee towards center. And just start circling the knee. Just lackadaisical circles and take it the other way. Bring it to center, start to circle the ankle. Circle it the other direction. Set the left foot on the floor in line with your right knee, and just let the leg, the whole sole of the foot stays on the floor, but the left knee just kind of goes into the midline. Take the arms out to a cactus or a T. Extend the left leg out straight. And just breathing through the back of the body. See if there's any little movements that your body needs to make to feel balanced, especially on the bony landmarks in the back of the body. Is anything that feels right or organic or spontaneous, or just a way that you know that feels good or brings balance to the back of the body. Maybe circling the knees. Maybe feet on the floor, just windshield wipering the legs side to side. For some folks, a happy baby is nice. My body does not. I think of happy baby right now in my body, and I have this aversion to it, which usually I don't. So it's just my body communicating to me that after the practice I did today, happy baby may not be a beneficial movement. And just finding a stillness with your knees to the chest, hands to the knees. On your inhale, bring your forehead up to your knees just for a little kind of cat round body and release it down. Keeping the feet off the floor, knees to the chest, take the arms out to a cactus or a T and let the knees drop over to the left. Your left ear towards your left shoulder and then turn your chin to the right. It helps create a nice curve, a nice natural lordotic curve in the back of the neck. But for me, I like to look straight up. I like to keep my neck straight. And feel comfortable to kind of morph your body into a twist that feels more beneficial to your body. Sometimes it's nice to put a pillow between the knees like we would before we go to bed at night. Just something that feels nice for your body. On your inhale, making your way through center and taking your twist to the other side, knees to the right. The arms can go really wherever they're comfortable. Ideally, we want the shoulder blades flat on the back, but You can have a pillow under that left side, block between the knees. Head can look straight up, or you can tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder and then turn the chin to the left. Just breathing into the twist. Nice soft energy. It's a very nice soft fascia ringing of the torso, beneficial for the organs, the intestines, the intercostals of the ribs. On the inhale, come on up through center. Set the feet on the floor like you would for a bridge pose. Set the pelvis center. Breathe into the back of the body. Just see if there's any other little micro movements, maybe rocking the knees a bit side to side. Just kind of scanning the body with the breath for any other little micro movements that may need to unwind before coming into Shavasana. Maybe there's a nice little song or music you'd like to play for Shavasana. Just letting your Shavasana be really restful. Just connecting with a nice rhythmic breath. Maybe elongating the inhale and the exhale just a bit, just a second or two longer, to really invite a peace of mind in from your own higher mind energy. The state of our soul is a state of grace and infinite peace that is available for us to tap into anytime. When the outer world has so many vrittis, the vrittis is like rain landing on a still water, creating those little movements, flickers. It's like our thoughts about the world can land on our mind and seemingly agitate it. But when we go to the deeper levels of our mind, away from the surface, down deep, it's the epitome of quietness, peace, and grace of our own inner being. Nothing that hits the surface can affect it. There's no anxiety, no sorrow, no pain. It's getting a bit of a reprieve. From the worldly condition to the soul condition. Letting yourself have it.
Just bringing awareness to the breath. Using the inhale to push out through the solar plexus. Exhale, softening into the back of the body. Wiggling fingers and toes. On an inhale, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, maybe even back behind you. Just giving yourself a nice morning stretch. Keeping a sense of fullness in the back of the body. Inhale the knees to the chest. Gently roll over to one side. Just coming to rest into a fetal position. Surrendering the energy once again to the embrace of gravity. This natural energy, this natural force that embraces us and holds us to the earth unconditionally. Just noticing the power of your top hand. On an inhale, pressing down and coming up to a comfortable seated position. When we push away from gravity, it lets us move freely. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. It's connecting with your heart's intention. You're offering a blessing. Inhale, filling the heart. Exhale, gently fold forward, sealing in your practice. Inhaling to rise. The hands rest on the knees, palms up. The index finger can curl into the thumb or any mudra you'd like. Take a nice release breath. We'll end with one full breath in. Namaste.